Hello again, YouTube. Manosphere Masters here. Make sure y'all subscribe to both of my channels. My other channel is the No Matrix, No Simping, All Subjects channel. I wanted to talk about this and put this on this channel. Something that I'm noticing, that I've been noticing a while, but maybe perhaps I've been a little more negative than I should be. You should be negative towards negativity. Not in a way where you are returning evil for evil, but in a sense where you criticize it and call it what it is. So, what I want to talk about on here is black unity and how we got to unite a little bit more first amongst ourselves before we can like unite with the other races, because I'm noticing something that's going on, and maybe it's my prophetic senses, but I think they trying to phase us out, y'all. Like, I saw that article where like for instance, like how ignorant people be acting. I think they trying to phase us out though. And I'm gonna break it down for you. It was an article that said how people will look in 2050. And it's like, they all look like they ain't had no black in them. We better get this thing right, man, or we ain't gonna exist, and the ones that do exist is just gonna be in prison or like minuscule. So I was watching Michi X, and she was making some very, very good points. And I was thinking about, while I was listening, I was just thinking about examples. And what was coming to my mind was how we just saw a picture of LeBron James, one of the most recognizing quote unquote iconic figures in the black race, with a woman's dress on and all pink. And then I was thinking how every time we have a real leader, how they get framed or they mysteriously end up dead because people be taking buyouts to set these dudes up. Like, apparently it happened with Malcolm X. We know it happened with Martin Luther King. So it's like, and I'm just sitting there thinking about this stuff and what could be done. And I'm thinking, like, you know what? Those of us in our right mind, we got to unite. And those of us that misrepresent, I know them fans watching, so I'm going to watch how I say this. Like, we're going to have to clean up our own communities, man. And like, yeah. And there's nothing wrong with moving to safer areas with predominantly whites, but that shouldn't become your mindset though. Like, you don't hate white people, that's not the answer. But you shouldn't have a mindset like Anton Daniels. He don't see no wrong in what he doing. How he took up for Pearly, but I saw many videos with him going full in on black people. Now, one in particular, if that lady thinks she a Lamborghini, that's how she's supposed to think. Now, you don't have to, if you don't think she is, you don't talk to her in a way like you're going to try to change her mind. There's nothing wrong with women who think highly of herself. It's just, we got to make sure that the reality is the reality. And there's certain things that make a woman delusional, as far as I'm concerned. High body count is one of them. Not whether or not she's attractive, because there's a lot of women that's attractive. If you mess with them, you probably gonna end up losing organs, needing surgeries. You know what I mean? they just got them they got them monsters, they got them diseases. So I don't like I done said it a couple times, not going by looks or not going solely by looks. But I think the answer is that we need to judge people individually instead of hating. Like y'all it's easy to just lump everybody in the race in. Be like, well, they all the same. You don't know everybody, so that's not the right way to do. But the right way to do is those of us, we gotta be more supportive of each other. That's one of the reasons why I talk about a lot of this manosphere stuff too. But I'm not gonna single out black women who learn some of the things that they do from seeing white women and other women. Some of them, maybe they watched POR fill in the blank when they were younger. And so they learned this or that from that. So I'm not going to be the person that singles out black women like these other groups. I think just Pearly thinks how she did Sarah Garvey in them comments. I think she showed us something. Thanks, Pearly. You showed that those that were blinded by your skin and thought you were like somehow the answer, thanks for showing them that you're not. I already knew it because I live in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So I see a lot of white people in action. And I know that some of them are nice, a lot of them aren't. And I also know that when I worked at UWM, University of Wisconsin, Milwaukee, I was finding condoms everywhere. So don't try to act like they don't be 304. They do. That's why I'm not gonna single out black women. That's dumb. Like I'm cleaning up like I was a janitor, first shift. I'm cleaning up. I'm even in the laundry room finding condoms between the washing machines. So that means, when I was at Jackson State, most of that type of stuff was happening outside. But at UWM, most of it was happening inside. So I'm finding condoms, finding this, finding that. I'm like, oh, they getting down in here too. But and the thing about the hall that I used to work in, I'm not gonna even name it. It's like it's so many crevices, so many different corners and things that they could do that sort of thing and nobody won't even know. But we want to talk about black women. How many times we got to hear about Karens and y'all still only talking about black women? And then get this. You got the ones like Donovan Sharp that don't even really, and he don't even associate with like the people that he talks about. It's obvious. See, I know from here, I could tell sometime by your dialect how many black people you actually are friends with or deal with. It's easy. You say, well, how can you tell? Because most of the people with a proper dialect that deal with black people, they still gonna have a certain type of speech. It's hard to describe, but I know it. I know the difference between a black person who doesn't want or doesn't deal with other blacks and a black person who does deal with blacks. So we need to kind of stick together a little more. A whole lot more. I'm saying little just to be nice. Because we saw with Anton, we saw some of Angry Man. Angry Man is playing both sides. Like, I took him off the Sambo list because I was listening to him and I'm like, okay, some of the stuff he's saying makes me wonder if this is how he really feels, or if he just saying what he's saying to get attention, to get views, super chats, this, that, and the other. You know, that still makes you a raccoon, but all raccoons ain't Sambo. So I'm gonna still listen to him to see if I'll re-add him now if it come down to it. But Anton ain't coming off. All he want to talk about is Pearly and money. Like he act like he obsessed with just Pearly thing or something. The reason why we talking about her, because we gotta make sure, listen, if the black manosphere money should go to black people. The manosphere, the regular sphere, hey, go. If she want to talk about whites and what they got going, by all means, go ahead, Pearly. I'm sure some people will support you. She want to worry about what we do, and she don't even like us or think we should get reparations. The fact that you said you don't believe in reparations, you should be done talking about us right then and there. You should just be done. Everybody should tune you out. Every black person should be done with you when you said that we shouldn't get reparations. Because if that was y'all, if white people, the way black people think, if white people were the descendants of slaves, I guarantee you these people would not stand in their way from reparation. They wouldn't. So for you to say that, you just showed me what time it is with you, but I already knew because I live in the Midwest. You can't fool me like you do them people down south who, I wanted to be true, I believed you. Like lead attorney who think it's only one type of racism, and I broke it down, man. I showed you the different racism in the Midwest. It's different. It's not out in the open like that. Now you might catch some of them looking at you funny, but most of them ain't gonna say nothing. They just gonna leave if you coming into their space too much. And they gonna mind their own business, even though they don't like you. They ain't gonna throw you on the back of the truck. They ain't gonna try to do you like Rasheem Carter. Cause here, people can call their cousin up, hey man, these white dudes trying to, it would have been right there. They would have did that to one of my cousins, I would have been right there. Dooka. They wouldn't show. You think I'm gonna let you cut my cousin head halfway off? I don't care if I don't even deal with him. If my cousin called me, hey, they trying to get me, I'm running away. I guarantee you, it's gonna be a family affair. Cause see, they already know what time it is in the Midwest. We got just as much guns as they got. And a lot of black people got guns that, you know, I ain't gonna say too much. So it's different in the Midwest. It's very different in the Midwest. And they know that. They already know what time it is in this Midwest. Ain't nothing sweet up here. They know that. And Nick, you talking all that stuff and you from Illinois? Go on Division Street with that. See how that worked for you. Go on Division Street and tell them that they less than human, that white people is better. And let's see how that worked for you. Go, matter of fact, I'll be more specific. Go to Division, well, I ain't gonna put their blocks on there for these agents to, I ain't gonna say, just go anywhere on the south side or the west side of Chicago. You live in Illinois and talk that stuff you talking. And then come back. I want you to do it for like 2 weeks. And then I want you to come back and tell us how it went. I'll super chat you. Go do it for 2 weeks. go on the west side of Chicago and the south side of Chicago. Go where Jap be at in the 70s and tell them that you believe that they shouldn't be having babies and that they better, that white people is better than them, so on and so forth. Go ahead. When you do it, when you really do it, I want you to record it too. I want you to record it. And no, don't record it. No, I don't want you to record it. I just want you to do it. For 2 weeks, I want you to go through the south side of Chicago. Go through or better yet, if you want, man, just go to the south, the west. Then I want you after that, I want you to go through the O Block area. And then I want you to go through Inglewood. And I want you to tell them all that stuff you were saying to Pearlie. And let's see how supreme you are, sir. Because, by the way, the police don't even like going to some of those areas. I know Chicago very well. You just talking out of your booty hole. Yeah. And you need to wipe it because it look like you got doo-doo in it. But, yeah, we need to unite more. It's obvious. Stop all that killing. Stop all the jealousy and the hatred. And realize enough is enough. Keep the money in your area amongst yourselves. Just outcompete everybody. Where go to the black business. Buy from them. All these people in your neighborhood don't even like you. That agree with just Pearlie. It just shows it's time for a change, man. But anyway, thanks for watching. This is Manosphere Masters. Shout out to my new subscribers. Let's keep these subs going up. And I'll see you on the next one.